Buongiorno, come va? Yes, we are in Italy again. Yes, last night we were in just off of Naples in a Capri, and tonight we are in Milano. Well, almost in Milano. We are in Genoa, and I thought we'd say hello from the good ship Pip Pip to you wonderful people out there. I happen to be in Genoa, just off the northwest coast of Italy, and tonight we're venturing inland to go to Milano, and we're going to go watch some opera. We're going to go see Verdi's La Traviata. So I'm very excited about that. Anyway, so Milano also happens to be the birthplace of Campari, and this gentleman, who apparently started working in the restaurant or bar business at age 14, mind you. Mr. Campari in 1860 developed this wonderful, unique beverage with a very secret recipe, which is still quite secret. Only a handful of people know about it, and it's actually one of my very, very favorite beverages. Just absolutely neat, as we say, or straight up. I quite like the bitter taste of it, and highly refreshing and a great aperitif, good for the digestion system. Now, up until not too long ago, I believe 2006, the color came from the cochineal insects, and what they would do is crush up these little bugs that grow on cactus, and it takes something like 70,000 of these poor little buggers to make a pound of dye, and so most of it comes from Peru. Apparently they make quite a large tonnage of red dye. It goes into a lot of our food, but Campari in 2006 decided to not use any of those poor little innocent insects anymore, and apparently it's all natural, but hasn't changed the flavor one little bit. So now our first beverage of the evening is going to be a Sbagliato. Now Campari is mostly known for making Negronis, but this is a sort of a different twist on it, and I quite like this, actually. It's a drink that gets basically stirred very gently, or just shaken very gently. We're going to pour in a good amount of Campari, as you can see right there, and then a wee splash of red vermouth. Now, this is Noi Pra, which is also from Italy, and there we go, a little bit of that, and then we're going to pop some La Marca Prosecco. Now, Campari used to go around the country peddling his different concoctions, and eventually his Campari Aperitivo took off rather nicely, and would you believe that, almost 200 years later, the Campari group sells something like 45% of the world's beverages of the adult nature. Can you imagine? 45%. So we're just going to shake this around a little bit. I think I might just, ooh, yes, there we are. And then we're going to put this right in here. Oh, runaway ice cube, good Lord. And then we're going to take my magical blade that Colin gave me, and it was his birthday yesterday, and happy birthday, old Bean. One of the best chefs I've ever met in my life. Works at a little place called the Club at Pasadena, in a place called Monterey, Carmel. So we're going to put some orange on here, and you know me by now, I like to run the orange around the rim. Just give that, and let's see what this tastes like. By Dickens, that's rather good. I say pip pip to the Sbagliato, and I hope I'm saying it right. I'm sure my friend Rich Pepe is watching this and cringing in the corner going, ah, mamma mia. So definitely pip pip to that. Now we're going to move all these over here, and we're going to make what's called a Boulevardier, which doesn't sound terribly Italian, but it most certainly is, because it's got Campari and Italian vermouth in it. So, but it does also incorporate bourbon. Now you can put in bourbon or rye whiskey, whatever your particular choice of American whiskey is. I personally prefer bourbon. And this Bullet Frontier bourbon. So let's put in about, let's see, probably about 2 ounces of that, and then equal amounts of an ounce or so of the Campari, and then the vermouth. There we go. Now, we're going to shake this up, and because this is a beverage that should be served up. Let's do this. There we go. And while we're sitting waiting for that to happen, you know, Campari, because it does have that sort of orange zesty flavor in it naturally, benefits also from a touch of orange just to add to that. So the Boulevardier, a classic beverage. So we'll give this one more little shake, and then we're going to pour this. Oh, look at the color on that. My goodness. I love that. There we are. Let's put that right down there and see what a Boulevardier tastes like. That's a rather bracing beverage, I say. Yes, the Boulevardier, it's very refreshing too. Well, here's to Verdi and all of the other fabulous Italian opera creators, and from the good ship Pip Pip and the House of Campari, we say pip pip and buonanotte.